ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, Sally Diane.
Hi, everybody. How are you? We're doing fine. At least I'm doing fine. And welcome to my favorite hour of the week right here with all of our YouTube friends on Psychic Sundays Live. Before we get started with the show, I'd like to send some special healing energies to two friends, personal friends of ours, and friends of the show. First, to our animal communicator, I'd like to send plenty of positive energies and healing energies, and send her all the good energies you can. And while you're still sending good energies, also send good energies to Brother Chris from Divine Oracle. They're both going through a rough time right now, and so we're just going to keep them in our thoughts and send them astral hugs and lots of white energy and so forth. Okay, so anything else? Oh, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm wearing my Christmas sweater. Got the Christmas border.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Getting into the spirit here.
Yes. Ho, ho, ho.
Watched some, we've watched a couple of movies so far.
Yes.
I think you've watched more than me.
Way more. And I'm not even halfway through the Hallmark library. Okay, so where's our first question come from?
I'm not there yet.
Oh, well, I think it looks like it's High Priestess Tarot, so that's going to be my guess. I'm probably off the mark, but High Priestess, you luck out, you get me first. Okay, so.
Wow. And the only question I have is the very last one. I don't have any of the other ones at all.
Wow.
So please, people, retype all your questions. Thank you.
Okay, so High Priestess Tarot says, "Hi, Sally and Oliver. Will things turn around in my love life?" Oh, well, the very first card that turned over, and it turned over reversed too, was the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, in this particular card, it talks about being the center, the center of a relationship where there's this mutual support. And when I see this card, it basically, it's saying something I know your guides are saying to you anyway, and that's when you're ready for it. It just feels like you haven't really resolved in your mind what a relationship should be and whether or not it's available to you. And the answer is a supportive relationship, of course, is available to you. You have to be willing to put in the work. And right now you're a little bit impatient for it. And I know you want to leave things behind you, but the universe is saying, well, you've got to do your healing first. I know I went through it myself.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with the questions that are coming in so people got something to look at.
All right.
All right. Our next question is from Cool Libra. Does ST want me to ask her out or not interested? Cool Libra?
Ask her out.
No. No. If you have to ask that question, you are not ready for a relationship. Let's see what the cards say.
Well, yes. Because, this seems to be like a confidence thing. Let's see what the cards have to say. Interesting. Really interesting. Okay, so I know you don't like, nobody likes when a reader says interesting. They're all these cards are reversed, which I find interesting because first off, it says you've had, you do have a choice here, and you do have, you have a number of choices, and it feels like you're more worried about You're more worried about making a wrong choice than about the road ahead. And so, yeah, so it's time for you to, if you're going to ask, if you're going to ask ST out, ask her out. And don't worry about whether you're rejected or not, because it looks like you've got more than one choice there anyway.
Hey, the world is full of bad choices. I've got a lot of friends that can attest to that.
All right.
XR Kish. XSR Kish. Jeez, I started drinking way too early.
Oh, no.
Sally, how will the week ahead be for me?
All right. Okay, so SR Kish wants to know about the week ahead. Okay. You know, it usually is what you make of it, and that's just what came to my mind first, even before, oh, yeah, it definitely is what you can make of it. It depends on, it says that this is a manifestation kind of week for you, so it really depends on what you focus on manifesting. So keep in mind that everything that happens around you this week is kind of a magnet, is kind of a mirror of your own manifestation. So if you don't like what's happening in front of you, then you have to ask yourself what you're putting out. Because everything you're being put out is going to be reflected back to you this week. That's just the kind of week you're going to have. All right. So if things don't go forward, you're working against yourself. So keep that in mind too. All right, so yeah, you can get a lot of things done. You can get a lot of things done your way. If you keep in mind, don't work against yourself. So again, you're the one that manifests. You're the one that makes things happen. So be aware of your surroundings and be aware of your impact upon them. And you should accomplish a lot this week.
All right, folks. As I stated earlier, I missed about the first 20 questions or so. So do yourself a favor and retype your question. If you've asked a question and ran away, too bad for you. All right, John G is looking for some guidance of the week.
All right. Okay, so Sean G. Guidance for Sean. Okay, so the first and foremost is that it's talking about the women around you. And there's one woman around you who you know is treacherous. And the very first little piece of advice the cards give you is, if somebody's showing you who they are, believe them the first time out. This is somebody who's showing you who they are. So you've got somebody that you kind of need to shoo out of your life like a bad habit. Also, another thing coming up for you is there's somebody around you who seems to be quite supportive. So it looks like you've got a choice between women here, and I hope you choose wisely. Okay, so who's next?
Next, we have Braveheart.
Okay.
What does Red think about me? She likes me? Well, Braveheart, I'm going to say the same thing to you I said to Cool Libra. If you have to ask that kind of question, you are not ready for a relationship.
There we go. Okay, but we're gonna look anyway. So let's see. What did Braveheart and Red? Yeah, we'll see what the cards. Ooh, okay. So the very first one that kind of flies out is this King of Wands, but it's King of Wands reversed. And the cards are telling you something about yourself. It's kind of saying, you're sort of, I'm not going to put it quite the same way the cards do, but in essence, you're putting the cart before the horse. You're looking at these women that are coming into your life and wondering about them, which is fine and dandy, but you're not really, I think that you're failing to take the time to really start a conversation, per se, to really engage somebody. Let's see what else the cards have to say. Well, I really got to give you, so I don't know what you said to Red, or you've made the wrong impression. That's just the long and the short of it. Yeah, you're worried about it because I think you kind of stepped on your own tongue when you were talking to her or something, because you've come across in a rather poor manner here, and I'm thinking that maybe I think you're more worried about than she is. So right now she doesn't know what to think about you. She does think you're a little clumsy, and the fact that you kind of stumbled a bit when you first met her and haven't followed through. Yeah.
All right, Susie, we already did that question.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got her caught up. Gen X, how will I own my own business or have another job in 2025?
Well, let's see what the cards have to say. And stay away from multiple level marketing schemes.
Oh, no, let people make their own mistakes. I'm starting to think you got that deck upside down.
No. It's yeah. Okay, so you're basically what the cards are saying here is that how can you have either one when you haven't made a single step toward either one? So basically the cards can't give you an answer because you have not given them an action to make an answer to. So the suggestion to you for the year of 2025 is make up your mind and go for it. Don't worry about, win or lose, and certainly don't wait for it to show up at your door. You really do have to get a handle on the situation. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, make up your mind and go after something. Okay, there we go.
And next we have July Cancer.
Hi, July Cancer. Excuse me while I take a sip here.
July wants to hear whatever the cards have to say.
Well, July, let's see. What do what do the cards have to say for our moon child here? Okay, July Cancer.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, July Cancer. First off, it says that some long-awaited news about money is coming through, but it might not be very good news. It looks like something's falling through here, but it also looks like that's the bad news. It's bad news, good news situation, because the bad news is something fell through, but the good news is you're no longer sitting around. so you're able to get a handle on stuff and move forward. Okay, so that's what the cards have to say for you. Good news, bad news.
Okay. Lover Guy 79.
I love her, guy.
Can I get a message from Spirit?
Of course you can. I'm all about spirit messages, lover guy. Let's see. And we'll just use my little Rudrashka seed here. Okay, so you need to believe a little bit more in yourself and the opportunities that are in front of you, lover guy 79. Because what Spirit is telling me is that there's more opportunity for you to reach out and take, and it seems like it's like you don't have the confidence to reach out and grab that brass ring, and that's I don't know whether you're familiar with that expression, but it's kind of like grabbing the brass ring on the carousel is considered a really good luck thing to do. And it's sort of like you've got good opportunities around you and you're just not paying attention to them. And it's time for you to grab them. They're not there for somebody else. If they're right in front of you, those are your opportunities. You don't have to wait for somebody else's permission. Grab what opportunities life is presenting you and enjoy it. Good luck to you. Okay. And who's next?
Ooh, let's find out. Ooh, it's Donna.
Hi, Donna. How are you, dear?
Du-du-du-du.
Oh, thank you, Donna.
Donna wants to know about December.
December for Donna. Okay. Okay, and the reason I'm kind of like shaking my head and giving you a thumbs up, it starts out with this falling tower, but it's falling tower reversed. So there's somehow you bite the bullet in early December well, no, it's not bite the bullet, dodge a bullet. Somehow you manage to dodge a major catastrophe in early December, which is good on you. Let's see what comes up next. Okay, so. And then we have the Knight of Cups, but it's the Knight of Cups reversed. So I think that, I think your Prince Charming may be a little bit, I want to say under the weather, but feels emotionally. So your Prince Charming may be a little bit of a Grinch. Okay, so let's see what else we can see for December. And positively aspected. You've got the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is something that says kind of like things remaining the same, and it's positive. So it's like positively aspected. Pretty much well, everybody is as you expect them and as predictable as you expect them for around Christmas. So you're not going to have a bad December at all.
Woohoo!
Extra chocolate for the kitties, you know that.
But not the doggies. Hey, welcome back, Speak Knowledge.
I speak knowledge. How are you?
They're looking for messages from the cards.
Well, I think we can do that. And what do the tarot have to say to speak knowledge? Okay. So we start out with the Five of Swords. And it's Five of Swords reversed. And the Five of Swords is, it's not a good card when it's right side up. Right side up, it's kind of a rather nasty card. It's about, unfair injuries, unfair words, unfair deeds. But when it's reversed like that, it looks like you're coming into a time of peace right now. And a negative influence is leaving your life, which is really good. So, and right in the middle, you have the falling tower. My guess is that this is going to be a good card, a good enough card. Okay, so between the two of these, you kind of have a choice coming up. Speak knowledge. You know, you're moving away from negative impact. And the cards are saying, you know, you can let everything continue to unwind. Just let it fall down. Let it. You know, because if you don't, then you're going to be right in the same boat all over again. So the cards seem to think that you've already started eliminating a negative influence from your life, and they're reminding you to make sure you continue to do so, just to make sure that they don't come ricocheting right back.
Well, there you go. And our next project is always protected, not project question. A message about an ended friendship with FA.
Okay, so, well, we'll see what the cards have to say.
FU?
Yeah. They're saying go to the rooms. I'm going, no, you're going to answer it. And you are going to answer it. Okay. And the relationship with FA. He's backing away. Okay. Oh, first thing you get is Chariot. Let's see what do we get.
Oh, it's gone, be gone so long.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Eight of Wands doesn't surprise me at all that I saw that card. Yeah, it's kind of like run, Forest, run. You start out with a Chariot. It's like you cannot get far enough away from this person. And the King of Wands is about your own personal fire and your own personal your own personal motivation. And so one thing they're saying about ending the friendship with FA is that you'll suddenly find your own motivation, your own energy levels go up a lot. And so you will be very, very happy that you put as much distance as possible as fast as you possibly could. If there are two cards in the deck that mean move away fast, it would be the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. And everybody that reads the tarot out there is laughing, but yeah, it's very true. They are cards of action.
Well, hey, guess what?
Time to pick a card.
God. When are you going to get that right?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Are you going to keep asking that question?
Yep.
If you guys heard what I said there and you're laughing, good for you. Here we go. Sally's back with another edition of Pick a Card. This time for the week starting Monday, December the 2nd. Oh, look at that. Everybody's all in red here.
Yes. Well, hello, everybody, and happy December. And which card are you going to pick for the first full week of December? Are you going to pick card number 1 or card number 2? Or card number 3? Which card resonates best with you? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. If you pick card number 1, then your card for this week is the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups is a card of, as you can tell, it's a card of loss, but it's not a complete loss. There's still something left. So this is a week where, as much as you might feel like stopping and quitting, don't. Even though you might lose something, you're still going to have enough left over to rebuild. So don't quit. Don't quit. Be willing to rebuild. And a positive attitude is going to help you to see what is left. Okay. Remember, your attitude determines your altitude. So did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2 this week, then your card is the 6 of Coins reversed. And the 6 of Coins is about money being measured out a little bit at a time. You know, it's kind of like being charitable with your money. But when it's reversed, it's going to go one of 2 ways. Either it's going to open wide up or it's going to shut wide down. Okay, so this week you've got one of 2 things happening. But there is going to be a change of circumstances as far as how the money flows for you this week. Because you already have, you know, whenever there's a change of energies, whenever the energies are fluid, even if it does seem like they might be going in a negative direction, they don't necessarily have to go in a negative direction. If you feel like the money flow is going in the wrong direction, it's set up so it can go either way. It just isn't going to sit still. So if it isn't going in the right direction, do something to change it. You are not helpless this week. Okay. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3 for this week, then your card is the Fool. What a wonderful card. And I know that a lot of people don't like being called the Fool, but remember back in the day, that was the sweetest gig in the kingdom. And the Fool is the ultimate optimism. It says that even though it seems like there's no opportunities in front of you, keep believing and know that if things are going poorly for you, it's just life guiding you along. So, like, everything is a lot more positive than you think it is. This is a wonderful, it's probably, in my opinion, the best card of the deck. So make sure you maintain a positive attitude. Don't be afraid to be a fool. It's a great thing to be. Okay, and thank you for tuning in. Have a great first week of December, and we'll see you next week for another edition of Pick a Card.
All right. Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed that. Now back to your regular scheduled programming of entertaining us. Cindy C wants spirit messages.
Okay, Cindy, see, let me just, wow, there we go. Messages from Spirit. I will be happy to give you some spirit messages. I have a little bit of a different selenite, Desert Rose. It's from a collection I got from my brother. And this one just has some really nice energies to it. So, Cindy C. One thing I see around you is a real I just see a lot of social events around you. And this idea that this is a time when you can go forward with confidence. So be willing to take some risks socially. You're more popular than you think you are. Not to give you a fat head or anything, but you are. You're more popular than you think you are. Go ahead and take some risks. Run for office if you want. Okay. There you go.
All right, and that was for Cindy. Next, we got Kara.
Hi, Kara.
Anything good coming my way this month?
Santa Claus.
Okay, well, but if
I
there's no cards that are good, we'll just skip ahead.
Okay. I'm going to see what the cards have to say. And if they don't say anything good, I'll just stifle them right away. Okay, Kara? Okay, the card that jumped out is the Seven of Swords reversed. And the Seven of Swords, it's like right side up. It's about gossip. It's about emotional manipulation, but it's kind of emotional manipulation meant to hurt somebody else, i.e., gossip, etc. But when it's reversed like this, it's telling you don't listen to people, don't listen to anybody. There's people in our life that just like to stir up trouble. And they've got it. They really have a spidey sense. They know when something's bothering you. They can just spot an emotional hangnail and pull right at it. And you've got some people around you like that. And Kara, you just have to not listen to them. Learn to walk away right away. They're emotional snakes. To stay away from those kind of people. And you've got a lot of them because you come off as young and sweet and easily manipulated, and that's just exactly the kind of person those snakes want. So let's see what's coming for you. Good. Somebody makes you feel uncomfortable about yourself or your decisions or your choice of friends. This is somebody to back away from fast. It gives, some people just give you that feeling in the pit of your stomach. That's your guide saying, get the F away from this person now. Take your guide's advice. Okay, so what's coming for Kira? Cards are saying, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, yes, definitely do not listen to anybody who's going to be negative, anybody who gives you those backhanded compliments. Well, like, that's nice, but are you sure you're really ready for that? Crap like that, just hearing being said to you. No. You know that whatever's coming your way, you're ready and you're up for it and you're able, and you are a grown person. You don't have to ask anybody permission. You've got a couple really good decisions coming your way, and either decision is great. Go with whatever you want. Don't worry about somebody else's expert life guidance, and certainly don't let yourself be caught in a cycle of indecision. Got a big decision coming up, make it on your own, go for what you want, ignore the negative Nellies, and if you can't make up your mind right away, flip an effing coin and go for it. A bad decision is better than indecision any day. Hey, Patricia.
Patricia wants to know about the month.
It's December. It's got 8 letters to it. And they say Santa Claus comes in December.
It's the 10th month of the year.
According to Caesar. Whoops. Okay, now I gotta go get a basket. Maybe you need to get a basket to get everything in your life together, Patricia. Maybe that's just what I'm seeing. Sympathetic cards. Okay. So anyhow, what does Patricia need to know? Okay, so first off, you've got this path that you've put yourself on, and the cards have a pretty good feeling about the path you're on. Think you've gone through most of it. I do see somebody coming into your life. I think you may have a flirtation already starting. But then ahead, you've got this Eight of Swords. And it's kind of like, why do you stop yourself? So you got yourself on a one foot in front of the other career path and a one foot in front of the other love path. And here you are putting up obstacles for yourself. Don't do that. Don't put up obstacles. Enjoy what life has to offer right now. And enjoy it with some gusto. That's how you make the good things last. Don't you know that?
Hey folks, if you want to get a reading with Sally in person, you can get that done at the spa near the tracks in Stratford, Ontario. Call 519-272-1293 to make your appointment. And if you want to talk to Sally virtually, send her an email at info@sallydiane.com. SallyDiane.com is also Sally's website. And on with the show. Next, Haunting Live. How will the next 2 weeks go for the family?
Okay, so first off, you've got this Ten of Wands. And it's a Ten of Wands reversed, and it's kind of got funny energy. I think you could see how I stopped and thought about it a little, and I just wanted to check out what else is there. Okay, but with that Ten of Wands energy, it's kind of like it might not be exactly the way you want it to go. Okay, so this isn't your fairy godmother dream ending, but it feels like a lot of responsibilities and worries are finally kind of cast aside. So even though I feel like there is some stuff happening, and well, we know that there is, it really feels like it's almost weird what a relief it is to not have those responsibilities on your shoulders, to not have to be worrying about that anymore. And there's a lot of people out there that would understand how that feels. So that's kind of strange, and it feels almost like the elephant in the room, like nobody wants to talk about it. You've got the Page of Coins, but it's Page of Coins reversed and the Star reversed. And it feels like money-wise, that Page of Coins said that there's money there, but because it's reversed, whatever money comes through in December is just not what is anticipated. And you've got a real weird card here for the positive aspect. And it feels like, all right, the only thing I'm kind of getting from this card is a phrase, be careful what you wish. Yeah, be careful what you wish for, you might just get it, right? And so what this card is telling me, because it's reversed, is that for some reason, it's a good thing that somebody didn't get what they wanted out of this situation. So you do have a funny family situation happening for December. Um, yeah. So,
Like, haha, funny,
no,
or
strange.
or do we need to call somebody funny?
Yeah. Well, not so much we need to call somebody, but everybody's dealing with their own emotions and they're trying to put on a good face, but it feels like there's a lot of things and a lot of feelings that aren't being discussed here. So it's uncomfortable energy. So sorry about that.
It happens.
It does.
All right, and our next question is from Ice Cream.
Ooh, I like ice cream.
Am I meant to create my own creative career or find a more common job?
Wow.
Well, Ice Cream, let me tell you about all the creative people I know. They have their creative careers and a common job. It's not until they've been doing it for 20 years before they're finally getting enough money from their creative endeavors to they can no longer have to do those common jobs. Although some still do because they like the connections that they've made. A lot of these people that I'm talking about do have very sociable common jobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
See,
did the card say?
they say a lot of what you're saying because first off, like, the chariot comes off right off the bat, which means get on with it, move forward with it. But you've got the two horses there, and you've got two pentacles here, so it's kind of like, yeah, get on with it and do both. The producer is right here. You're not going to be able to eat and be healthy unless you get a more common job. But you're not going to thrive and be happy unless you're creative. You really do have to do both at once and know that the creative one is going to be a long slug. They always are. But then you've got you've got the Nine of Swords. And it does point out the one thing you don't like. You're not a night owl. You don't like staying up all night. And that's, usually creative people aren't like that, but it's just talking about that. But if I do try and do both, I'll never sleep. You'll work it out. Trust me, you will. But yeah, you really do need to do both. And if you can't do both, then just go to a common job, because quite frankly, we all got to eat.
I'm just thinking about your comment about creative people being night people, and I'm just thinking of all the creative people I know, and it applies to each and every one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe it has to do with the stillness of the world. Divine Oracle Podcast wants to know, I have a market on Friday for 3 hours. Will it be dead like today's market?
Well, honey, wait a second. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out why you missed seashells.
I've got Divine Oracle Podcast in front of seashells.
No. Okay, well, Divine Oracle Podcast.
Oh, they asked that question twice.
Ah. Okay, so he just wants to know about how the market's going to go. And it was snowing like crazy today. Doesn't surprise me it's dead. And you want to know about next Friday? Was it next Friday?
No, on Friday. That's for coming Friday.
It's Friday. No, it's coming Friday. Okay, so we'll see what.
I know some crazy people start their week on Sunday.
Well, it looks like the weather's still going to be working against you, dude. So I'm sorry about that. Although, really, that Ace of Cups, even reversed positively aspected, is there's something positive to be had here. There's definitely something positive to be had here. So I'd say go, but I'd say be on the lookout for opportunities too. I just feel like there's opportunities there that you're not expecting. Okay.
Okay. Next, we got seashells. Can I ask why my TV kept changing channels on its own?
Have you watched Grumpier Old Men?
It wouldn't stop till I unplugged it. Was it Spirit trying to tell me a message or a loved one? Or maybe it was just a cheap TV. I'm not saying that you're about a cheap TV or that you've got a cheap TV, but there's a chance.
It makes me wonder if there's something, because I'll tell you, just because of what came to mind right at first, that, it just, the Grumpier Old Men thing, which is like the character at the edge of the scene, with the remote.
And I remember that scene from Poltergeist with the neighbor.
Oh, no, that was from Grumpier Old Men, not Poltergeist.
No, that's from Poltergeist.
Okay.
It might have been done in Grumpier Old Men as well.
It definitely was, and it was funny.
Poltergeist came out in the early 80s. So. And it was probably done before that.
So anyhow,
because that's a really
let's see. Well, it's
an easy game.
Changing channels, but a faulty remote or a sticky remote would do the same thing.
Especially if it's Bluetooth.
Yeah, I didn't pay enough for it. Not working right. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're worrying about things that aren't there. You don't have a poltergeist. You've got some faulty equipment there.
Change the batteries in the remote.
Yeah. And, I wonder if there's some bad programming in your TV. Maybe turn it on and off again, because there's something about the Three of Coins about how things are arranged and contracted out and planned. So, yeah. Reset your TV however you can reset your TV and change the batteries in your remote. That's our recommendations. That's what the cards say.
And Starfall wants to know about this month.
Santa Claus is real. That's what you have to know. It really does exist. Okay, so.
There'll be fireworks at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the fireworks are the reward for all the people you have to do during the Christmas season.
Okay, so what you need to know about is that this is a good month to make plans for 2025. And that's around work and money and stuff like that. Since you haven't quite accomplished everything, but this is a good time to make plans for next year. But most of all, you've got this temperance reverse, but it's on the positive side. But most of all, you should relax and enjoy the month and enjoy the parties. And don't be afraid to get a little goofy. That's what the card's saying. Make a few plans and go party.
All right, next we got Benafsha. Welcome back. What are these thoughts when we met during Thanksgiving?
Ooh. Don't you wish there was kind of like an instant decoder in men's foreheads? You just look at their forehead and say what they were thinking.
The turkey wasn't the only thing that was yummy.
Oh.
You guys always act like we're complicated. What does he mean by that? Exactly what he said.
Well, it looks promising. It's kind of like um, he feels like he really feels like there's a lot of potential in this meeting. He does see this as being a good opportunity for him. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to call you again, and I'm pretty sure whatever the what plans were made, they're going through with them. So it feels like a good thing.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Okay, lucky girl. I stepped away for a bit from Paul, not sure if I want to remain detached or get close again. What's his current position towards me?
Ooh.
Well, lucky girl, the fact that you're asking this question tells me that you've got doubts about it altogether.
Yeah, there's so many people you can be sure of.
So you got to decide for yourself. Do you want to move forward or do you want to move backward? You know what's down that road. You've been on it.
Okay, lucky girl. And when you said it, it just feels like you're ready to go shopping again. Seriously, you're ready to go shopping again. Oh, okay. Well, um, well, if you wanted to get into a long-term relationship with him, it looks like you've waited just about the almost the right amount of time. But the thing of it is, he's going to come back, and he's going to come back ready to commit. So while you're waiting for him to come back, you make up your mind whether you want to take him back when he comes back, because he's coming back to you. You don't have to go to him.
Alrighty then. And next we've got Mystic Missy. Well, actually, it's Mystique Missy, but alright. What's going on with me and P?
Well, if you don't know, why should not? How would I know?
Yeah.
Hang on. We'll see.
Well, it's all those people that think that their dead loved ones all of a sudden know more there than they knew here.
Mm.
If they couldn't speak Greek in their life here, they're not speaking Greek in their life there.
Okay, so what's going on with me and P? Mystique Misty. Mystique Missy. Okay, let's see. Let's see, Missy. You know, when I look at this, there are. It's kind of like you're trying to make it work, and you're trying to build on it. I'm not sure that his heart is in it the same way your heart is in it, and I think that you deserve to be more than just an afterthought because you can't find something better. And I'm sorry to say it to you like that, but as much as, however you feel about P, it feels like you have P on a pedestal that's too high for him. And that you are not paying attention to your own good traits. So work on your confidence a little bit. If he's got to think that much about being with you, you don't want him. Trust me.
Hey, do you think we can give that 3 of coins a rest?
I know.
It's come up flip after flip. All right, Sushama, welcome back.
Hi.
Sushama feels stuck in their life. And marriage, nothing is going on, even when I try my level best. When will this stuckness end and things will start working?
Interesting. I'm pretty sure I know what the cards are going to say to you, honey.
Stop looking in the mirror and start looking out the window instead.
Well, you know, sometimes people will stand it, will sit and wait for something to come to them, and that's not the way to get things to come to you. But the like the visual I'm getting is an Alice in Wonderland when I think it was the Red Queen grabbed Alice's, when wanted to know what Alice wanted to do, and Alice said, "Well, I just want to stay here." And so she grabbed Alice and started running, and said, "Don't you know you have to run as fast as you can to stay in the same place?" And let's see, for you, yeah, okay. So you are at step number 1, where you're not satisfied with the way things are going, and it feels like you have you have a lot of rules and regulations and restrictions being put upon you that shouldn't be. And I think that somebody's expectations of you are more than a little off, and it might be time, Sushama, because you're asking how you can get this stuckness to end and things start working. Okay, so the first step is to sit back and quit letting somebody else put rules on your life. Look around you. If your friends don't have those same rules within their relationship and within their marriage, then you shouldn't either. So it's the only reason that the rules work is because you accept them. So it might be time for you to start not accepting some of the rules that are being put on you. That's one. The limitations, again, you don't have as many limitations as you think. So, yes, it's just time for you to take the scales off your eyes and open your eyes and see yourself for who you really are. Which is not nearly what you're so much more capable.
Well, folks, it's a little bit after 10. We are here every Sunday night from 9 p.m. until 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've been doing this now for a little over 5 years. We haven't missed a Sunday yet.
Yes.
So, yay.
Yes. Please come early.
If you didn't get your question answered today, you need to get here a little bit earlier. Or you can just send the question to Sally's email at info@sallydiane.com. And if you'd like to see Sally in person, call the sponsor to tracks at 519-272-1293 to make your appointment. Any last words, Sally?
No, have a great week, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Psychic Sundays Live.